Hello and welcome back to another part of Shadow Piece. Today, this week, we're going to see the hope that's going to come to the people through the God of Despair. But now, first let's get a big flashback to last week. We ended the last episode on Moria finally reaching the rooftop. He saw all of the mink very exhausted on the ground and was about to fight against Kaido. And this is exactly where we're going to start today. On top of the Skull Dome, Big Mom is talking to Kaido right now. They're talking about their past and how Big Mom actually gave him his mythical Zoan fruit, and that Kaido is still needs to repay this big debt to Big Mom. And until then, he's always going to be this little brother and always going to be indebted to Big Mom, and she's not going to be on the same page as him. But this is not the most important thing. Soon after the strongest of the alliance appear, all at the same time. Soon after these two, Big Mom and Kaido are talking, and shortly after they finish the conversation, the strongest people of the alliance appear. Moria, Kid, and Killer arrive together through climbing the staircase. Law returns from his search for the poneglyphs and is now ready to fight against the Yonkos. And Ryuma lands on the rooftop after being thrown there by Marco last episode. So now we have them up there. Moria and Ryuma, Kid and Killer, and Law. Law doesn't have a second. I feel like, Beppo would have been cool to be there, but Beppo is probably strong, especially in his Sulong form, but I don't think he's strong enough to actually fight on the rooftop part of the series. So Moria arrives there, and Moria sees the bodies of the scabbards lying there, completely massacred. Kiku missing an arm, and all of them just destroyed, blood everywhere, and all these things. Kinemon is spouting out blood from his mouth with the pain and everything. So Moria approaches him and takes him in his arms to see that this Kinemon is crying. Kinemon is crying with despair, and he's ashamed and regretful that he couldn't finish, or they couldn't finish their own fight. So even though Moria just walked by the two Yonkos, completely ignoring them, he takes his time to talk to the man, the legend, Kinemon. Kinemon just says, "Leave it to me." Before shouting to Law, "Move the scabbards away," and that's when Law uses his Devil Fruit powers to move all of the scabbards down one floor. Because Kinemon has shown these emotions. Kinemon has spat out blood from this battle, and Moria probably has some flashbacks here again for all of his allies that were killed by Kaido and his people. And now the people who have become allies with him over the past few months are now defeated on the ground once again. Kinemon is not that close in that sense with our boy Moria, but Moria doesn't want to make another loss here. He wants to finally win and make sure that nobody who is on his side has to die. So now we come here. Kaido walks towards Moria to attack him during the scene with Kinemon, and then Kinemon being teleported away. But with his always increasing power and the advanced observation haki that Moria now has, he blocks the attack of Kaido with one of his swords, just casually parrying up there, making Kaido stumble a bit backwards because the force of the attack gets returned to him, making him fall a few steps back. And this is the opportunity Moria wanted. He counters this to start the first attack. His two swords get enveloped in green flames, and the fire burns dark and hot, like nothing the people of the rooftop have ever seen before. Then Moria shouts, because every anime protagonist needs to shout their attacks, "Satan's Judgment!" This attack successfully hurts the Emperor and leaves behind green flames on the battle flames. So instead of this picture, imagine that the sword of Moria strikes Kaido with green flames and just slams him in the ground. Moria then proclaims, after landing the first hit of this battle, he goes, "It's been over 20 years. I have learned a lot of things. In that time, a lot of it in the past days on this island. The Pirate King who even wants such a title. Kaido, today is the day you die, and I will show the whole world the uncontested strength of the god of the dead and despair. Everybody on the rooftop reacts when Maria actually manages to hurt Kaido. However, Kaido quickly stands up again and attacks with his Reimi Hake that Maria parries with his blades. But everybody is staring at Maria. Launching this Satan's Judgment attack is just the beginning of everything. The supernova, Law, Kids, Killer look at Maria like, this dude is really strong. Maybe I underestimate the guy because he's one of the 7 warriors or something. But they now know that Maria is no joke. And Big Mom knew that Maria was confident in winning. But now she sees why this man was confident in winning. She saw the strength of his first opener attack and is now interested in seeing how this whole thing can turn out. Big Mom wants to start her own fight again, like against the other people. So she fires her Heavenly Fire attack like towards all the other Alliance members. However, Ryuma knows Kinemon's sword style at this point and basically just cuts through the flame and cuts it in multiple pieces, making sure that all of the younger generation is safe here. Law afterwards uses Shambles to make Kaido's next attack on Maria miss, because Law teleports Maria back to everybody else because Maria was a bit displaced and their formation wasn't the best. So he teleports him back here to make everything a bit better. Also adding that he always planned to send a samurai like down another floor or something, and he didn't exactly do it because like Maria commanded it. He would never do something that Maria commanded because he's his own man, his own captain. And then we have this whole like bickering around, and Kid just mocks them, the two of them, like Law and Maria, for the father and son relationship that they have. Like, which just starts an entire argument between the three of them. And when Big Mom then uses Prometheus to like attack with her Heavenly Bonbon attack, Kid challenges the other two to a game of chicken to see who would remain in the spot the longest before dodging the attack from Big Mom. And even though Big Mom said she wouldn't attack Maria, this attack wasn't necessarily aimed at him. He could have easily gone out of the way, but because those three idiots wanted to prove something, all of these guys get hit by this attack and sent away like a few meters, flying like back in the wall or something. Ryuma judges these young warriors for their childish behavior, before then ordering Killer to perform a combo attack. And Killer here listens to Ryuma, because he knows that this is the Sword God, and the Sword God probably has the best strategy out of all of these. Out of all of these people here, Ryuma probably has the most experience in fighting against people, and probably also on people on the same level as these Yonko. So the two of them charge towards Kaido. Kaido, who's still burning with the green flames, by the way. The spot that Maria hits is still burning brightly with these green flames, and Kaido cannot like turn them off. He's trying to turn them off with his hands or something, but they just don't turn off. So these two approach them. Killer uses his Sanshu claws and attacks Kaido, trying to make the first strike at him and making him bleed, but it doesn't do much. And then comes Ryuma with his first attack, using his original style. And here it comes. Ryuma style. First form, Warrior Soul. His blade gets surrounded by blue flames and his muscles increase in size, before finally slashing Kaido. To his surprise, however, both of their attacks, both Killer's attack and his own attack, only left a small cut on Kaido. Kaido is way tougher than Ryuma expected, way tougher than the dragon he fought before, way back when he was still a young samurai. So the three captains then basically just stood back up. Maria activates his night parade of 100 demons, which Maria always has like shadows. I would say that, I said it before in the Dressrosa arc, I think, Maria now has like a bottle of shadows on his belt or something that he can absorb to go into his 100 demon parade like form. So he absorbs these 100 shadows, which makes him increase in size, strength, and all these other things that we all know about. It's basically his version of Gear 4 or something. So he absorbs these 100 shadows, and his size, Maria is normally like 692 centimeters, but in this form he grows to 752 centimeters. So that's a growth of 60 centimeters. And with that growth, he's now standing taller than Kaido, because Kaido is 710 centimeters. This is another win over Kaido. Moria, both of these are grown men, so Moria wouldn't get any more growth spurts to overtake Kaido in size. But with this ability, he overtakes Kaido at least this time. So now, Law opens up his room and Kid uses Punk Rotten. In a chain of attacks, they all strike Kaido. Moria using his Shadow Jotun's fist, Kid crashing with Punk Vice, and Law using Tucked to barrage Kaido with sharpened boulders that he basically just picked up off the floor of Onigashima on top of the rooftop. So here he is. All of these attacks, Kaido just takes them, and he just takes them. It doesn't deal too much damage because we know Kaido is a raid boss. He just re-emerges from the rubble in his full dragon form now. And he joins up with Big Mom, who started flying on Zeus. So now the two Yonkers, Big Mom flying on Zeus together with Prometheus surrounding her sword Napoleon, and Kaido in his full dragon form are now flying in the sky, making this a somewhat aerial battle. And now being increased in size as well, Kaido is again, well, he's taller than Moria, or longer than Moria. I don't really know how long the dragon form is, but it probably is around 20 meters long or something, I'm not sure. So here we are. Kaido retaliated with his Kaifu attack, which the pirates either dodged or deflected. And Moria once again instantly counters, this time with another new technique that he hasn't shown to the other people yet. It's called Lebensraub. From his arms, shadow arms get generated. So imagine, he just stretches out his arms and these shadows seem like his arms stretch until they finally come to Kaido and just grab his long serpent-like body. And once they get into Kaido's body, like in contact with Kaido's body, it starts affecting him. The attack itself doesn't look too visually impressive, because there's no destructive power if you want to see if destruction is impressive. But Kaido, as soon as this thing touches him, starts to wince and pant a bit. His hands somehow seem to drain him. His energy is going away because these hands touch him. So after being in Moria's grasp for a few seconds, Kid grabs Kaido now. Kid grabs onto Kaido and slams him into the ground with his Gibson slam, making sure that he's on the ground now and all the other attacks will hit him easily. This is the point where Kid gets teleported away with his shambles so that Law takes over the position of Kid. And this is the point where Law decided to, well, I can't seem to damage you like with outer attacks, so I need to do this. So he jumps there and pierces Kaido with his gamma knife at the location where he assumes that the dragon would have his heart located, because he never met any dragons. And I guess even though Ryuma has met dragons, he couldn't give like Law a biology class on where the dragon's hearts and how the anatomy of the dragons works. So this is just the best he can do. And the gamma knife strikes Kaido in his body and damages internally with this gamma rays. Killer, in the midst of the confusion, also jumps on Kaido's back and also wants to deal the same internal damage as Law. So he uses his Kama sonic waves with his like rotating blades to strike Kaido in his back. Well, he does that until Big Mom shoots her Indra attack together with Zeus at him, which he gets he gets hit by it and is sent flying away again, making Kid scared of what could have potentially happened to his childhood friend. And then Kaido again tries to bite someone. This time he also tries to target Killer after Big Mom sent him flying to bite him, like to chew him up. But after receiving the Infernal Claws of Floros, which is an attack by Moria, Kaido, instead of biting on Killer, is going to make a Borrow Breath and Moria. By the way, this Infernal Claws of Floros attack by Moria is also powered up by these green flames that he can now use. The Borrow Breath, however, hits Moria but with the full force in the face. That, however, was part of the plan that Moria had at this point. Moria just tanks the entire shot until Ryuma emerges from behind the back of his captain, his commander. Instantly, he uses his second form, Warrior's Honor. So he releases a massive wave of energy from his swords, and Big Mom cannot do anything else but shout "Dodge!" to Kaido. But Ryuma is a sword god. Even with that warning, Kaido can barely dodge this attack, but one of his horns still get cut off. So this attack is not only cutting off the horn of Kaido, one of Kaido's 4 horns that he has as a dragon. It then flies even further away, so the energy goes flying further and further until it cuts off one of the horns of the giant skull that is Onigashima. So this attack is massive, making the 2 Yonkos a bit scared, because Ryuma, I feel like those 2 characters would recognize Ryuma because he's also a legend in his own way, and they would maybe think like, is this the sword god Ryuma? What is he doing here? So Big Mom then uses her Tenman Daijizai Tenshin, which is another thunder-based attack. So she uses Zeus, and with this attack she hits everybody besides Moria, because Big Mom said that she wouldn't disturb him specifically, but she can attack everybody else here, because those people are not Moria. Even though Ryuma is on Moria's side, Ryuma is not exactly Moria. So Moria takes this chance to charge at Kaido once more, tanking another Bolo breath during this sprint, before finally closing the gap between himself and Kaido. So once he stands before Kaido, Moria launches an onslaught of attack, which he shouts out as Mammon's Avarice. It's a Gatling type of attack, just pummeling Kaido in his dragon form, and all of his fists are increased in size with like the shadows surrounding him, and just making sure that this Gatling attack sends Kaido flying back down into the dome. So unlike Luffy after his Gatling attack, Moria is not left completely exhausted and needs to leave like his fourth gear form or something, his Hyakiyako form, his 100 Demon Parade form. He's still standing there, just looking at Kaido flying down there from the force that he used with the attack. So Big Mom fires her Haha no Hi at the other fighters, but Ryuma deflects it, protecting the younger generation. Law then uses his counter shock to stun Big Mom momentarily, which gives Kid and Killer the opportunity to attack Kaido even more. But the giant Azure Dragon produces a tornado, so he comes flying up again from where he got sent down by Moria, producing a tornado by this like swirling pattern that he makes by flying up, which sends Kid and Killer flying, making sure that their attacks don't hit Kaido in this place or its attack form part right now. But Moria, however, stands his ground. Even though there's like this strong gust of wind, Moria doesn't get blown away. So before Kaido comes up there, Moria shoots like a few of his brick bats shadow attacks on Kaido. But we all know that is not dealing too much damage. It's just like to doing at least something while Kaido is too far away for Moria to deal like his major attacks and everything. So when Kaido, however, is in range, he makes sure that Moria gets sent away flying with his powerful tail attack, sending Moria also in one of the walls next to all of the other people who are up there right now. But Ryuma uses this opportunity when Kaido is only focused on Moria and the other people. So he strikes once again with the third form of his attack, of his style. This third form is called the Warrior's Hunger. Only with this attack, Kaido finally notices that Ryuma is using Enma, the sword that was once used by Oden, Kozuki Oden. So now, this is a bit of a different matter. Not only is this the sword god Shimotsuki Ryuma, he's also using the mighty Enma, the blade of Kozuki Oden. This is very dangerous, and Kaido has to acknowledge his power. So after Ryuma sends his attack flying, Kaido counters the attack with another Tatsumaki Kaifu, which is like this, also again, this tornado-like attack from his dragon form, which results in 2 of the attacks clashing together, resulting in a big explosion and a cloud of dust appearing, until we can see Kaido slowly transforming into his hybrid form in this dust wall. in this cloud of dust. And here we have to end the episode. Kaido is transforming into his hybrid form now, and everybody is like launching their attacks over and over again. So Ryuma is also trying his best, for the first time actually using a style that Ryuma has used when he was actually alive still. Because this Ryuma, well, he remembers a lot of his past right now. Like, there is a lot going on here that I guess many of you haven't caught yet, even though I kind of made it obvious in past episodes. So yeah, Ryuma is growing stronger. Ryuma is growing back to his prime. I said it now. But Ryuma, well, this fight is for Moria to decide, and Ryuma, we all know that Ryuma is the Zoro equivalent, so we know where this is going. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this part of the video as well. And on Thursday, we're going to do something different. It's not going to be the first episode of our Swamp Boy series or whatever the name for that will be. It will be something I talked about before, but it needs some working on now, and that's going to happen on Thursday. So until then, I hope all of you take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay cultured, stay happy, and most importantly, stay hot. This has been Pyro Prima, and we will see each other again on Thursday. Until then, bye!